something to you. We have seen a lot of the learners, you know, they're not focusing more focus on the grammar. They just, they just read their head and just start conversing with the co-learners. I have seen in a lot of the learners, they are so much confident about their English that they can talk to anyone else just because they have the confidence. And they think that grammar is not, that much crucial for them. So what is your the point of view and what is your perspective? Should the
Hmm.
learners first of all keep the focus on the grammar, or they just come on the conversation? If they are following all of these things, so these things are good or just unsolicited.
Yeah, and as far as my concern, learning grammar, I think somewhere, we might have done in our education, in our schooling time,
Hmm.
right? We might have received the multiple knowledge regarding grammar. Now times comes out to just examine self how much able we are into the conversation.
True.
Okay, we have to been through our childhood activities, how we
Correct.
have improved our native language by observing our parents talk. Okay, I have
Hmm.
done multiple mistakes in order to say the one statement regarding any matter with our parents and with our colleagues. So the same thing we have to try into this language. Okay, like we
Correct.
have to learn how to communicate with the strangers. Yeah, with the any personality you can say in a very convenient way. If somebody are being able to understand us, that is it okay. Because what is our exact intention behind learning this language? To be communicator, to be communicate with any personalities, what we have going on in internally. I just want to I just want to raise here with the any
Correct.
strangers, right? So there is no need to focus on grammar now. After spending the most times into the same field, then this is our responsibility to correct in every aspect of spoken English. But this is
True.
your beginning, then you have to focus first how to communicate it as a normal way. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Yes,
I believe stuck.
yes, I'm good. I'm a fish as a flower, you can say.
Hmm. Good to know.
Thank you. So, how's your morning today?
My morning was fantastic as usual.
Fantastic. Oh, I'm
Yes.
glad to hear that. Okay.
And but
So, I think we are meeting a very long time, right?
true. After 5 to 6 months.
6 months. Yeah, that's a really very long time. Okay,
Hmm.
so we start with the introduction. I think it will be very amazing, right?
Right. Please go ahead.
Okay. So this is Chandan Lahiri. I live in Bihar state. Professionally, I'm a teacher in a primary school. And if I discuss about my hobbies, so I love to interact with new personalities and traveling. It is a part of my hobbies. That's all about me.
Yes. Good to know that. Now it's my part. My name is Ashfal. I'm from UP. I completed my master in political science. My hobbies are reading books, diary writing, and practicing yoga. That's all about me.
That's wonderful. So I have one question and I want to raise here. Nowadays, what do you do for improving your English, the better levels? What is your strategy?
Not, I think there is no particular strategy. Just working on my vocabulary, my grammar, my confidence, and watching conversation videos and English podcasts, something like that. Following, very general, the points which everyone follow.
Hmm. Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, yeah, you are right, and like you are also doing the usual things as generally the people are doing. Yeah,
Yeah.
there is no specific things what I consider from you now.
Right.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Because
mm,
I think there is no depth of this language. So we can't, run after this language. We just think that I want to be master, expert of this language. It's not going to be happen because no one is the perfect. Even when the native speaker make the grammatical mistakes, in the writing, speaking. So how can we expect from thinking that we will be very good speaker and we will be perfect, we will be up to the mark? It's not going to happen. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. I'm always, rejuvenating my opinions with others. If they are giving me the relevant answers, what I expect from them. That's really wonderful you said to me.
Yeah.
Okay, like especially in this time, if I discuss about the issues of learners, so they have been suffering a lot.
Hmm.
Not having the complete, information regarding communication improvement and
Exactly.
spoken English, right? So the questions, entering into my mind, like how to raise self into the better conversation, into the
Hmm.
better English conversation with the any strangers, right? So what is your opinions if the somebody want to raise self as a good communicator in a spoken English? So what is the first step say they should follow?
Yes, I too believe that learners are running after unsolicited another things. For example, I believe that the company should be very good. Like when I was
Mhm.
the beginner, so I used to talk to the beginners.
Okay.
I'm not disregarding to any learners, but I'm just saying when you are
Yeah.
marching towards become very good at this language, so we should engage with the such a learners. They are good. We should not talk to so much with the beginners, because I'm not disrespecting them, but I'm saying from my bottom of the heart, complete does the matter. If
Yeah.
the some of the beginners they're not good at this language. Yes, but people are very confused to whom they talk and whether they should come on the video call, audio call, should they complete grammar, then come on the speaking point of view.
Hmm.
So there is a bit of confusion among the learners. So I believe that to be very good speaker, we need to be confident, and more than that, consistency does the matter, because the learners are not truly following. They sometimes do the conversation 1 day, 2 days, and then after that, they just miss the step. So exactly, the
Hmm.
learners are confused, so confused.
Yeah, you're right. And that's the reason we always try to be proficient into this. Okay.
Mm,
Proficient into all aspects of matters that
right.
can make you so much proficient into this language, right? Acquiring the multiple knowledge regarding the multiple platform and topics, it will help you to have the better fluency. It will never let you stop, yeah, embarrassed at any situation with any stranger, what I personally consider,
Right.
right? So yeah, you are right. That's great.
Correct. But
Okay,
yes,
yes, carry on.
you were supposed to ask something.
Yeah, I ask you two questions. Now it's your turn.
Okay. Yes. So
Yeah,
I'm asking.
you have to learn how to talk because this is a second language, right? We do not know how to speak what sentences it would be convenient for the situation,
Right.
right? If the somebody will ask you about your past time and you start presenting yourself about present time, so this is not a suitable. We have to understand in which direction we have to mention. So
Right.
what I personally think, like first you have to get better, command over this language, how to communicate with the people, and after increasement a lot of time to the same field, then you start focusing on grammar. If you really want to be correct in every aspect of spoken English, this is my
Yes.
opinion. That's all.
Yes. Yes. I'm in the right perspective. Yes, I do believe, but somewhere I believe that if we are marching towards the right thing, because we all know the basic grammar, everyone know the basic
Yeah.
grammar. When you are trying to polish up your English, from the grade where you are, where you want to go, so somewhere we have to use certain things like idiom and phrases, advanced level word, advanced level sentence structure. I believe these things are very crucial, where we should keep the focus on. Am I right? So
Yeah, you.
what? Yes. And so what is your point of view? Because we are on the same page, our learners. We all know the grammar.
नहीं हूँ मैं.
Yes. So we are on the same page. So we are following on something like that. But what do you think to make the better communicator and to be the better version of ourselves as an English speaker? What are the things which the praising here that we should cultivate into our personality so that we can become very good, effective, proficient, and very sound communicator?
Hmm. Yeah, you're right. So the one question is entering in my mind, and I just want to put into this conversation, like having sensitiveness. Is it really good for the humanity? I mean, human being or not? What is your opinion? How did it impact our daily personality, daily life?
I think it depends upon the situation, the circumstances. Sometimes to be very sensitive is very good. Sometimes not. Sometimes it's not work. So, for example, I'm giving an example to you. It's very general example. Just read in newspaper just few months back. There was a one girl. She went to her college, and
Hmm.
her mother was heart attack no patient. She was on the bed at her home, and so she her mother got the news that her daughter has been arrested by the police on something like doing some unethical things, and so that was not exactly the right thing that time, because there was it was cyber fraud which was committed by the people, and her mother took it very seriously, and she got the heart attack, she died. But what I believe, what I understood, and I took some points from there, you should not react over anything so suddenly, spur of the moment. First of all, she should have inquired about that and tried to gather the information. Was all what these things are right or not? So that time she was ultra active, so sensitive, which was not the need of that time. So your question is like very much same. We need to understand the things. What are the things? Sometimes it's a very easy, to be super active. Sometimes super active also can be very harmful for us. So depend upon the situation, even depend upon the person who is providing the information. There are a lot of the people. They sometimes joke with us, joke at us, and they say something which is not the truth. We all
Hmm.
have the such a friends. They say something which is not the correct, which is totally they say jokingly, but we sometimes become so serious and we think, okay, my friend is saying all of this thing, it's a true. So verify the things before you're taking any step or taking any action.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and
And what?
over, are you completed?
Yes, I'm asking you. And what is your point of view?
Yeah, yeah. I just want to, resonate my opinions with you. Like overreacting over any matters, on any matter, it is also the cause of having sensitiveness inside of us,
Right.
right? If you're so hard and tough internally from your heart, so your action, it would be the based on your mentality, right? So somewhere you have to be sensitive, but according to the situations, right?
Right.
But everywhere this quality will never help you. Due to that quality, you can get harm in your life. Okay,
Right.
it is a very crucial quality you can say of the human life. Okay, it will help you to understand the pain of somebody. If you do not
Okay.
have the sensitiveness, you can't understand the somebody's feeling. Okay, and it will make us, the good human being also. Good human
Right.
being, like it will emerge, it will release, like our feelings. Okay, it is the biggest cause of emerging, I mean, releasing the sensitiveness, I mean, so different kinds of feeling towards the human being and towards the voiceless animals, you can say, right? So
It's true.
somewhere it is a benefit for the human, and somewhere we are going to get so many harms. Somebody always are willing to take advantage from us because of having such a quality in us, right? So
Right.
based on situation, we have to react what you mentioned, like suddenly that woman got reacted and got died, right? So due to that reason, so we have to be cautious for the every actions what we take towards the matter. Yeah, this is my opinion. Yeah.
And yes, I'm offering one question to you. Have you ever in your life so far overreacted over any situation or any point?
Me,
Yes, of course you.
okay. Actually, whenever I got unpredictable situation, that time I become so calm and composed. Okay, I do not react as generally we are having the others. They react very unpredictably. Okay, so I personally believe to just stay and calm at after stucking in a very unpredictable situation, in a emergency situations. Okay, and I have applied that things in my actual life. That's why I mentioned this kinds of topic. Okay, and this is very imperative for every individual's life to be calm and composed, especially in a emergency times, in a very unpredictable time, tough situations, so that you can focus on your solutions. Okay, and you can get out of it as soon as possible. Because after stucking yourself into such a kinds of situation, no one is there for helping you. Okay,
Yeah.
even your family member. And this is the truth of universe, you can say.
Yes,
So
it's a bit.
before taking any action towards the matter, you would be the responsible for it, right? So you have to stay very careful into this universe. Yeah, this is my
True.
opinion. Yeah.
Yes, very right. And I also believe that when we are getting something so suddenly, particularly spur of the moment, so we need to think about the ramification of that particular the step what would you take. Sometimes like we get, for example, I have I'm just recollecting one incident in my school. So there was fightings in the two groups. One was I from my group and from other group from our college. So that time actually we didn't understand what happened exactly. We some gathered at the one place. Okay, we will fight, but we were not thinking about the consequences, the ramifications, what would be after that. We just came on the head of each one another. We were just thinking, okay, first of all we will fight, and after that we will take the the things that ahead. But our professor came on the you can say the day where we were gathered. So, but when we I think when we calmly thought about all of those things, so there was nothing like to fight, just by the understanding. So sometimes it's happened. We get misunderstanding the things. For example, I'm saying something to other. If there like, let me give an example. If there is a my friend is standing on the street, and I'm asking to him for the something jokingly. At the same time, if any girl is passing out there, if my friend doesn't look at me, the girl would think that he he like he's saying something to me. So what I'm trying to say, if things are there, so we need to take the words very mindfully because misunderstanding can become the cause of your self destruction. So take
Hmm.
this very calmly, like I mean, very peacefully.
Yeah, you're right. And I think in that case, I just want to just view out some my opinions, like why it is happening with all the individuals' life because of having incomplete educations, right? Incomplete
Yeah,
maturity,
yeah,
okay, and understanding, right? Like what I personally think, like in that locality or society we are living,
yeah.
and what
You are
type
not.
of personalities are living surrounding us, it really impacts overall our personalities and our mentality, you can say, right? We are being influenced by looking out these kinds of personalities, and somewhere we are going to adopt it.